this computer. Now I'm recording. You're the best. Thank you. Okay. Oh, dropped. Guys, it dropped. Please don't hold us this time. Let us go, this yellow angry man. Each time it wants to control us. So I'm like, please, I request you to let us go. Anyway, we should get back to studies. That will play. Right. Have your stop loss ready? And those who are in buys, they bought from the low. That's a good thing. We wanted to look for a sell with 70% and 0.618%. Buyers are winners, sellers are winners, win, win, win. Both sides are more than 100 pips up just with the New York. Yeah, guys, this one also pin bars, please. So pin bars, right? Morning star, evening stars, and engulfing patterns, right? They work too. So these patterns work with me most of the time. These are the normal ones, and we are going to watch them on the charts and see how they play on different time frames, right? On different time frames. And whenever you are looking for a reversal, look at this. For example, the doji, and then the reversal happens, right? And then again, some sort of what do we say? Price just sits in this area, starts consolidating. I'm going to show you the live examples for all of these. Right, what do we have here? Head and shoulder, double bottom. Yes, some sort of double bottom works, but it always have a lower wick if it wants to continue, if it's not a double bottom like that. So yeah, this one, this is a beautiful pattern which works for us all the time on gold. So I'm just trying to find which ones are working for us each time. Like this first candle and still bullish, even if it goes up, but this shows me that, okay, sellers are trying to jump in. Okay. What do we have here? Look at that. So they're saying the doji is here, or the pin bar, spinning top, doji again, hammer, and then 3 bullish sold. Yeah, these are all working. They all work. They work with me. I don't know what's called dark cloud cover, but yeah, right. And I also look at the size of the wicks that are forming currently. You're in good pips, yay! Clapping. My cells are playing. Sorry, please ignore my baby. Check 1 minute time frame, the hanging man formation. Alrighty, boss. My Kabiru is here. Oh, beautiful Kabiru. I was gone teaching, and now Kabiru is like, check that out, Sasha. Right? Beautiful Kabiru, good identification. Those who are learning, we just got this for the reversal pattern, and here you are. Right now. We have been respected by the 50 moving average for a long time. Where are we now? Below. So are we going to stay below? Let's see. Let's wait and watch. Let it play out and let us do our work in the meanwhile, right? So I am going to show you the candles that I see on daily and how I want to see them. I have removed all the analysis. No need to look at that. Now, let's go back at a random place, right? Random area. So you see on a higher time frame also, if we, whatever you call it, hammer or something, this pattern, you see this was forming. So it was bullish, beautiful bullish, right? It retested and then continued like crazy. So this candle, according to me, gave the liquidity for this candle, because when this respected this area on the left and people were selling from here, from this moving average, everybody must have got into sell, but boom, out. And then continuous out with no bottom wick. keep this in mind. This happens with gold like all the time. When this happens, they don't want to give you a bottom wick. And then this formation is like exhaustion, right? This one did not even respect, the wick did not respect this area or this area. The wick wanted to go higher, right? Above this, and then reject. And look what happened. Nasty. Everybody's just sorted, right? So this is one type. Okay, this is on daily. Now let's see with the big move here, what's happening. So we have good drop down. Exhaustion is shown on smaller time frame. If these type of candles are starting making support and everything, it means it shows kind of exhaustion. The candle sizes start getting smaller, and then you have a boom side up, right? And then again here, this was exhaustion and this is down. What do we have here right now? Let's see. Let's study that a little bit. I can tell you about this as well. This is very nice. Okay, so this candle, we have a rejection from the bottom on a smaller time frame right now. Absolute rejection from the bottom. So whoever secured, that's a good thing. And I have my stop loss at break even. So I'm chilled about this right now. So this candle that we have here, we came up, good bullish candles. We came up, showed rejection, still did not close above, did not close above, did not close above, wicked up here. But when we wicked higher, we are coming back down, closing below. Now, this candle is very important. Is it going to continue all the way up here, right? Or is it going to start wicking down from here? And how would this close will tell us about the next move down, right? It will tell a lot about the next move down, a lot. Very easy. Okay, so be careful with this one. This candle will determine the price action for this one. Is it going to be absolutely bullish, come here, smack above, or is it going to be retesting the wick to the half right now before it wants to continue going down? Is it going to go back down, 62 area somewhere support, and then close like that in this area, right? So that you want to see how this one is going to work out for the current candle. Now on daily, look at that. Once this happens, and then you have again candle going all the way down, retesting this area, staying there, and then continuing up. 4 hour. So I think I should start with the tiny ones first. So I have all the moving averages that you guys want to look at, and I am looking with these moving averages a lot on the side and then show you. So when price stays at any area like this, right? When price stays at any area like that, it's been dropping on 5 minute, and then it's been held by 8 moving average each time, right? Then first time the 2 candles close above this moving average. Okay, it means there has been retracement but a bit too much, and then you have to make sure, and this area is significant. Where did it go and drop to, right? So you have your confluence down here, and then now you want to see, is it going to be respecting this area? Yes. Second time did not close higher, okay, and then lower and lower volume died, nothing happened. The next day, candle opened today, and then 8 o'clock candle, as soon as it opened, just gave you like loads of pips, I remember. And then we again had this area marked on the left-hand side, and then we continued. So wherever you see this type of support, this is very important for reversals to come in. They show reversals, right? And on 1 hour, they show that price is staying in that area for, now this is very important, okay? When price stays after a big momentum, when price stays here for a few minutes, let me annotate, sorry, a few hours, like 1, 2, 3, 4, respecting this, then most of the time, nothing is guaranteed. Most of the time, the next candle, even if it wicks down to take these people out, wants to continue like that, right? Always keep this in your mind, please. This happens like all the time, okay? So this happens at all the time and all different time frames. So I'm showing you this on 1 hour, and this is how it looks on 5 minutes, and then 15 minutes and 30 minutes. So it is very choppy. Momentum was dying, and then when price stayed. Now the same thing happened on here. So price was in bearish momentum, right? It stayed here. This is what I see for the reversal all the time, right? Now, each time, again, the same thing is happening. This momentum needs to be killed. 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, and then 4 hour. Move up. And then that's the whole move up all the way till here, right? You see that? All right. Now, one more I can show you, which I remember very, very well, which was FOMC. Because I traded that based on the same thing. Here. Oh, this is not FOMC. Guys, where is FOMC? Is it this one? Let me find it for you. I think it's right here somewhere. Where did FOMC go? This was the move for FOMC. I think this was the move. All the way up, right? Okay, yeah, because this is how it looks to me on 4 hour. Okay, here you are. Zoom in. All right. So at least 3 to 4 hours, price stayed back here again. So this was the absolute bearish momentum that we were into. And then price stayed within this area, some retracement, and 1, 2, 3, and then boom up, right? It moved up, up, and then continued the whole move up. No staying back, right? No staying back, just still continuing to move up. Okay, now this is another idea that I wanted to show you. So this is one sort of move. I'm just going to quickly elaborate again. So either you're going to go upward and then the momentum stops and then you spend there 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, and then you respect this, right? And then what happens? The move is corrected. Similarly, when you're going down and the momentum stops, usually it's the end of the day, it's over the weekend or sometime, and on a high time frame if that's happening, and then you move up. All right, clear? Is it clear, guys? Can I have some comments so that I know that this one pattern is clear? Just a few comments so that I can tell you guys got it. Thank you. I think it happened at a few more places. Look at this. I think we spent here on 4 hour the same way. Now this is 4 hour time frame, not 1 hour time frame, right? What's happening here? I'll read the comments quickly. Yes, got it. Linda, Johan, Balaji, Mohammed, Chris, Antoinette, crystal clear, Toyin, Arian. Perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now look at this. Again, the same thing happening here. And you back test it yourself, right? This is now for you to go ahead and back test. Okay, please go ahead and back test this one. And we see the same thing here. What happened? 4 hours. Do you know how many hours this is? 4, 4, 4, 4, and then just down. Whole move almost corrected and then respected the breakup structure, right? See, I remember because I trade them so many times. So I sometimes remember where they were and how many times it has happened. Okay, this was another scenario where we moved up, but then they were being very sneaky. I think it was in news or something. They stayed here for some time. They respected this area. They wanted to move down, but then they took everybody out and then continued. This is gold, okay? This is gold. Many, many times it does that. Right? Alrighty, let's have a look. So this is what we were watching on there. And now I'm going to come back to this one where I saw the reversal. And I want to show you on a smaller time frame. Does this work on all the time frames, or is it better to focus on high time frame? The pattern that I just told you works beautifully on 1 hour, 4 hour, and now we can retest again here, and this worked here as well. You see, it moved up, and then 1, 2, 3 hours, at least 3 to 4 hours, it should stay there, and then it wicked up, took everybody out, and then gone down again. You see, just the recent one that happened recently. Okay, so you have to be prepared for this wick up as well. Sometimes it just moves down. So have your stop loss a little bit higher in these type of scenarios. But the move down or the reversal is confirmed usually in these cases. 80% if it's giving you a win rate, you're good to go. 80% if you get it, you're good to go. Why not? Right? Good enough. That was Junaid for you. Now I'm going down to this area, which I just did not record, but I just explained. So I'm going to explain again. This one, please have a look how I am looking at 1 minute and on different time frames for a reversal. And in that area, I am also looking at the confluence and what's the zone on the left. So the zone on the left is very helpful. So I love trading reversals, and I want to trade break and retest higher, but if it is in my box or in like 70%, 0.1618%, I'm not going to take a buy at the high. Always you can buy at the low and then sell the high, right? Okay, always we must focus mainly on the high time frame, and then for entries, we can look out for the low time frame. Are you telling me or are you repeating me? You're absolutely saying it correct, Vishwanath. So our analysis is always on the high time frame and our entries on the lower time frame. Perfect. But the candle formation for that 1 hour, that pattern I'm talking about, that is specifically for 1 hour or higher. Now, guys, look at this. So this was what I was trading with you. We entered impulse when it started breaking here, and then we took an impulse, and we were selling here until the candle started closing above. Be very careful. Start with the 1 minute, especially with the momentum like that. Start with 1 minute and then quickly see how it was forming on 5 minute. We will study the 5 minute in the same way here. So what did I see? That these two candles were closing above the moving average. Sorry about this part. These two candles are moving above, closing above, and then I waited for it. It did not close below. It showed rejection, and then a good bullish momentum, right? I already stopped everybody to don't sell here again, right? Don't sell here again, but you always have to look on the left. What is the zone? What is the confluence? What is the setup, right? You always have to be very careful. You cannot ignore that if it is in a zone or not. Then you wait and then you swap the time frames as well each time. It's very important that you do that, like right here. What do you see here? Rejection. The second candle rejected, closed doji instead of closing like any of these candles. You see the difference, right? This is a doji candle. You see the difference. And then what happens? Suddenly we have a bullish candle, right? And then pop up. Your 70 pips move this was. 70 pip move this was retested to the structure on the left. And then we continued moving down, right? And this could be again now on a high time frame. What could you do? You're like, okay, it could be a continuation because now I see a reaction here, big reaction. So is it going to go back, retest this, option number 1, or is it going to continue further down? If you're really up in these pips already in good profit, and then this 70 pip profit, I don't think you should go for a third trade, first of all. But if you do, then you look for this reaction, and then based on this reaction, let it go, retest this area, and this could be a pip. But this one already reacted to this area break of structure. The second one, this obviously with this type of rejection, you wouldn't look for a sell again. That's how they want to deceive everybody, right? And then this continued. Now I will remove this one as well. Now the same thing happened when we were moving, I think, here. So with the moving averages, it is very important. They tell you the story. Oh yeah, here. Okay. So we had our whole move in our mind, this drop. So I will quickly show you, for example, that this drop that we have here, right? We can quickly fib it and have our zone. Now, what do we want? We identified the reversal, we took the trade, and then we were trying to sell because it respected this area on the left, right? Now, these are the fib levels. Now, come down here. So while looking for a reversal, all right, look on the left what's happening, right? On the left, there was some sort of hiccup while coming down here and then here. So on here, we are also expecting some reactions on here, right? Although it was multiplied by 10, maybe it stayed here for too long, all the Asian and pre-London session, and then gave us this, right? We took it and then it returned back and then showed us again some reversal with these type of candles, beautiful candles, rejection, 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 and then boom, right? And no entry, no bottom wick, again, rejection on this candle. So whenever price is turning, it shows you somewhere, unless it just wants to do this. This one didn't want to go back, give you any entry, and then it also depends on the volume time frame, right? What time frame you are trading. Now, I'm in from this wick all to the here already, but in the meanwhile, we're just studying. Guys, keep an eye, secure your runners when you see the confluence. Now, this moving average on 15-minute is holding the price, right? And now the same one looks like that on 5-minute. 5-minute, what happened? When we were pushing up, when NY opened, I think we were somewhere here. We sold beautifully, pushed up again. Each time we were selling, but then what happened? We had the confluence that was 50% here, and I wanted to sell from 0.618%. I thought either 0.618% or 0.7% can give me a good reversal if it has to, right? And then our TP1 would be 50, and then 2 would be 0.38 here, right? Here or here, and then here. These are the levels that we can go back and retest, because now the session has almost ended. I don't know, we're going to get all the way down, but maybe tomorrow. Let's see what it wants to do. So looking at 5-minute, we can do two things now. There could be two type of traders. Whenever you see that price is coming back down, respecting this 8 moving averages, smooth and simple, it comes down deeper, respects and reject this 50 moving average, you can take a buy, right? 58, you take a buy, and then you play with this, right? Until it comes back and starts to retouch this area, show you rejection. But here, this was a bit messy because it starts closing below and then rejecting again, right? This was a bit of a mess here, but always remember that when it comes back retest, you can always look for a buy, because look what happened later on. Although we wanted it to go up so that we have the right confluence, but now the momentum has almost killed and we don't have enough pressure, enough volume for the whole move to play, right? So what was happening? Each time it was coming back to 8 moving average, pushing up, 8 moving average, pushing up, 8 moving average, pushing up. It brought us from here to 0.618, but because we were not sure how high it's going to go based on the left-hand side in our confluences, so we did not enter a buy. I did not enter a buy. I was only looking for sells. So I secured here, I secured here, I secured here. Each time it was giving me pips, I was just securing 40 pip, 30 pip, 20 pip, whatever it wants to give me, right? I'm again up some whatever pips these are, right? So this is one thing that I want to show you. And these candles also show exhaustion. So when they're closing like that, you want to swap through different time frames and you want to see what they want to show you, right? So this was a nice bullish candle, rejection, and then all the way going down. This was a very choppy price action today, which we had today was a very, very choppy price action. Alrighty, now I want to go back to the reversal pattern on 1 minute. I'll just switch the time frame on the 1 minute, and I'm going to only focus on some of the areas, and then we're going to study how price turned back and how we could have traded it, right? We studied this one already. Oh yeah, we have to study this. All right, what happened at the top here? Here. So this was not a move on a 1 minute, first of all. It had to be studies on a higher time frame, and this was, I think, some news conference and all of it together. That all happened here. But with this reversal specifically, if you want to catch it, it's very simple. One candle pushes up to your zone. There was a zone that we had here, 78, from 78 until 76 area, 75, 76 area, right? So on 1 minute, price pushed up and then showed a good rejection from the top. And then the second minute candle retested. And then I can enter here and I can let it, because I'm happy to give my 2, 3, 4 pips confluence here. And then I'm going to examine the same thing that you have to, again, quickly see what was happening on 5 minutes. So this could be the entry on retest, enter on 1 minute. Now the same thing, retest and enter on 5 minutes, you have to study. All right, now this entry, this is the push up. 5 minute gave you the idea, and then this 5 minute did not cross above. When you see it's rejecting and not closing above, retesting this area, you take a sell here for 5 minutes, right? Same entry, and we looked into 15 minute because it was a type of a candle where there was a lot of volume at that time, so it might be a lot of pips that you would have missed in that type of situation here. All right, now, so this 15-minute candle has closed bearish. The second 15-minute candle shows you here. Shows you again rejection from the bottom, ranges, but respected by the moving average here. So you want to risk it based on this. If you don't want to, wait for this candle to happen and show you the rejection, body close below. And then you can take a trade here, here, anywhere, and then you can quickly just scalp. And then because you're doing 15 minutes, then you get more pips. 1 15-minute, second one respected this, and then third one respected this, and the fourth one did not close above here. It continued. Nothing was closing above this area all throughout. Continue, continue, continue moving down. Continue moving down for the 15-minute confluence because it's a high time frame. Entry, it's a high time frame confluence, then it gives you loads of pips, right? So I really encourage everybody to keep an eye 224 pip on all different time frames while trading, right? Now when I am trading this and I see this on 15-minute, isn't this a beautiful reversal? This shows reversal. This one again retesting this area, right? And then trying to move up. It also depends on the time. If it's a volume time, it is not a volume time, where you are, what's happening, right? So each time when you see a reversal, you enter on 15-minute. If it's a miss, it's okay, but you enter when it retests and start rejecting, then you take an entry here. And then wait, no 15-minute candle should start making a bullish candle, right? Be careful with that part each time. All right, I'm 34 pips up, guys. 34 pips up on the sell that we are having right now, and it's a beautiful sell. Are you all still in it or just left it? Look at that, how it's starting to come down. And now I want all of you to be very careful, please, when you're securing it. It's very important. And on 5 minutes, we have cleared it. I want to see, what do we have on 15-minute on here? Yeah, we have our 200 moving average on 15 minutes. So be careful to secure at that level, right? This is exponential, but I think this area here, right? At exactly at exactly 61.64. I'll just put a line for all of you. So please be careful and then secure 61 point, what was that? 64, sorry, here. Secure here, everybody, right? Not the whole position, leave a runner. Never secure everything, just leave a runner, please. All right, and it can continue going down, but best for you is to secure some more partials here. There could be a little bit of reaction again, and then want to come back down. I don't know. But still, you all got another 40 pips so far, which is amazing, isn't that? I'm going to show you a quick one for this entry. I don't know if I've taken the screenshot for this one or not. I keep forgetting each time. I don't think I did. We'll do it in a little bit, yeah. We'll take the screenshot and then we'll share with everybody. Yeah, this is the push. Still pushing. Sorry, I'm just managing my trade. I wanted to come down and then I secure some pips there. It's 1 more minute for the 15-minute candle, 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left, and then the new 15-minute candle will be starting, and we might see a reaction. So be careful. Here you are, beautiful drop. I'm 50 pips down. So this is the benefit of waiting for the right confluence when you're trading, and trade smartly, absolutely beautifully, right? So I am going to share the screenshot with everybody. 60 pips down, beautiful, patiently waiting team. Love the fact, and I'm sure you all are absolutely happy with this. I'll just quickly share on the Telegram so that you can all see that, and then we're back to the studies, right? All righty, there you are. So now, although it's still beautiful, love it. Just trailing the stop loss a little bit lower. That's it. Now I'm with you, so that my position is not getting messed up while I'm studying. So still dropping, 57 pips. 60 pips. Wow, guys, are you having fun? 60 pips. Mute all. Okay. All right, so we got 60 pips here, guys. This is amazing drop. Thank God I'm still plus this day. What do you mean? Yes, I'm in with the runner. Beautiful, Linda. Always we must focus mainly on the, all right. Oh, there was news on gold. Yep. Whatever the conference, there must be an orange folder or something, but this is beautiful. This is beautiful. No top wick on 30 minutes, and then again, a beautiful reversal, and we're down, right? So we waited. It took us some time, a lot of choppy move in this area, and it tried our patience, but it gave us a beautiful move, which can come down to here nicely, even further. But let's go back and study. Boss level, when you said this was the move. Yeah, I said it even before it happened, just my confidence, and gave you 60 pips. What else do you want? What else do you want? Okay. So let it happen, let it do its thing. Now we come back here. I just wanted a few minutes to secure it. Right, guys? So beautiful, 60 pips down. And now we have another area to look at. So we have looked into the reversal patterns. Now I want to show you one more thing. I just want to find the setup. I'm able to find it. Yeah, this one here. Many times what happens, that price stays like that, starts making some sort of resistance, right? It starts making some sort of resistance. This resistance that starts making shows that they're getting exhausted for some time, and this is the time when you can always get some pips down, right, in the opposite direction each time. And this happens, and then wick high and go down. So one pattern for the reversal, especially on gold, keep this in your mind. I draw it all the time, right? Sometimes it pushes down, goes up, take everybody out, and then continues going down. And the same happens like this, right? It goes up, comes down, and take everybody out, gives you like that, right? Always, always, always keep in your mind. And one more thing was that if it is going to do this and then push down, come back up, right? Then it is not going to come down. No, it is going to push up, right? So this is what I've seen and I've learned. Do it again. So when there are two equal peaks, and then there's a push down, and then it comes back up, equal peak, right? This was a fake out to entice all the sellers. Then the move would be this continuation, not this. Okay, keep this pattern in your mind. Very, very careful, this pattern in your mind, and it happens, right? I've seen so many times that it happens. All right, keep it in your mind. I didn't have too many. I never have a lot of pips for the stop loss, but for this one, because I had to study, so I think I just did 20 pips something, because I had to teach at this time, and I couldn't focus on there. It's getting late. What time I started? It's been quite some time, right? I started at 8:30, so 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. I'm done already 3 hours live Zoom session with you all. So that's why I just put it down there, and then I was focused on the studies, because I promised you I'm going to look into reversal pattern today, right? So the area of interest would be this right now, this later on, slowly, nicely, but this was a good move down. Now, what did I teach you here? Right here. So this was the area. It came here, it stayed here, it pushed down, it came back up in this area, and then the move was down again before it moved up. This is 15-minute, I'm telling you. So see it happening on 1 minute a lot of time. Okay, now look here what happens. On a smaller time frame, it comes here, it just stays here, and then goes down, comes back up, stays here again, and then the move is down, not upward, right? So be careful with these type of confluences and examples that I just gave you too. So here, what happened? It came here, it stayed here for some time, it moved down, it came back and wanted to be in that area, but then because it did not move higher, then it just continued moving downwards, right? In the same direction. Where am I? It has to be equal ones when you are looking for a high top. Now, which pattern did we not look at? The tweezers, right? Let's find the tweezers. Do we find the tweezers on here? Love to trade tweezers. The higher time frame, bigger time frame tweezers are so much nicer, and they give a lot of pips. And the tweezers so far. Here there is some. This one, but the candles are not beautiful enough for me. Oh yeah, this type of tweezer. Here we are. So this is a tweezer, this setup here. Right, this setup here on 30-minute is a beautiful tweezer, and it's the same on 1 hour, right? Because it's 10 o'clock, there's a timestamp here. And then just a nice push up. Tweezers are very, very nice. When they play out so well. All right, now what else do we have? I think we covered almost all of them. This is the candle that the other when we were looking at the Google pictures, images, this one. When you have a candle inverse, right, inside like that. So a good push up, and then a candle that tried to sell, but then the buyers took over, were not able to close higher. The next one they do, but quickly wick down because they want to take these people out, and then this is the move. So this already showed you when this happens, this candle already, the middle one already showed you that this is going to happen many times, right? Keep this in your mind. This is a very important reversal pattern, and it is very applicable. I've seen it happening on all time frames, smaller time frames, especially all the time frames. And why smaller time frame? Because that's where you find your entry, right? That's exactly where you find your entry. Now the price comes here, it stays here, it comes here. Now this is the exact example of what I was telling you, right? This one. What's happening here? Did I not just draw this? This one stayed here for some time, pushes down, come back, stays here again, this area, and then this area, and then this happens, right? Did I not just give you the example? And I see the example right here. Because what was the other example I was teaching you? This one comes down, wicks higher, and then comes down, right? It can stay here for some time, but it's higher, much higher than this, right? Much higher. But here it was almost equal and then push up, right? So understand the difference between the two. This is important. Did you note it down, guys? All righty, what else do we have here? I just don't want to miss anyone that I haven't mentioned. Like this is the one, the other higher one I'm talking about on a higher time frame, right? Price comes up. How many examples? Look at that. Price comes up, goes down. Now it's higher and creating all of that. And then this, right? Look at that. This is different. So see the difference, back test it yourself. All that I've told you right now, back test it, and then you're sorted. That happened today. Yes, perfect. Thank you so much for responding. I love it when you guys tell me something that you're listening to me. All right, guys, enough of the reversal patterns today? Or you want more? I think this is enough. This is usually what we see on smaller time frame, on higher time frame. I've shown you how on different time frames the same entry can look like. All of that we've just looked into that, didn't we? Right? All right, Arian, perfect. Now, guys, look what happened here. It came back to 60. And those who were buying here, perfect. Those who were selling here, perfect. Just have to be the right discipline, right confidence. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. It's the main thing that you have to have your setup in your mind, and you should not cloud your mind with anything, right? Don't cloud your mind with anything. Those who were saying that this will continue to 75, I doubted it, that this entry will take you to 75. Because loads of people were in profit in here. It gave everybody a lot of time to enter, to stay here, to enter again, and all of that. So that's why they want to clear these people out. Maybe we're going to retest this area tomorrow and then continue a bit further, retrace this bit further down. But let's see, no more prediction. It depends on how the daily closes, right? I want to see how the daily closes, and then it can tell us what it wants to do tomorrow. Right? Maybe it wants to come up, retest half of the wick further up, and then continue moving down. And then the downward moves could be somewhere here. I'll just stop the recording first.